Greetings, you puny Earth people. It is I, Perfect Cell. And this is going to be... I'm gonna try and make this video as quick as possible. It's a little unscripted, so I apologize for that. But I want to tell you why Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice was a horrible movie, and what DC should have done, and what they should never do again. First off, look to the left and right of me. The Christopher Reeve Superman movies, and the Tim Burton / Joel Schumacher Batman movies. Back then, and even now, yes, right now, Christopher Reeve is Superman, and Michael Keaton is Batman. Forget about Val Kilmer and George Clooney. They don't matter. What matters is Michael Keaton. So back then, that's when they should have made Batman vs. Superman. Because that's when they were at their best. Now, fast forward a little bit. The problems I have. First off, the costume design. Superman in Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman is missing the black curl in his hair, his red underwear, and the yellow S on the back of his cape. What the hell is wrong with you, DC? What made you think that was a good idea? And Batman, well, he kind of looks like the Dark Knight Returns Batman, but without the black underwear. So, that's a thing. I mean, I actually kind of enjoyed the Dark Knight armor type of suit, so why didn't they just bring that back? So, anyway, moving right along is the fact that they are really too anal about how Superman is handled. Like, let's take a look at the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. Even on the very first day Superman saved the world, the very first day, the very first time he saved the world, everybody cheered, "Hooray, Superman! Yeah, you're the Superman!" Now in Man of Steel, it's Superman comes to Earth. The very first day he saves the Earth, everybody's going, "He's an alien! He can destroy us all! Oh, run away!" Bleh. Like, did he not just save the world? And everybody says that, well, he did destroy a large chunk of Metropolis. Well, you are wrong. That was General Zod who destroyed a ton of Metropolis, not Superman. And two, really? You're going to be that nitpicky? I mean, would you prefer Superman not bother to try and stop it? Would you prefer that he didn't destroy a ton of Metropolis? And in the process, would you prefer that he just ignore the whole thing and let Zod continue? And would you prefer that the whole world would suffer? I'd say some collateral damage in Metropolis is a little bit better than collateral damage throughout the entire globe. I'm going to put a link in the description for a video from a guy who calls himself Bob Show. He pretty much describes a ton of things I hate about this movie. So I'm gonna try not to beat a dead horse by telling you to look at that video. But still, he has fair points, like how Jesse Eisenberg was a terrible Lex Luthor. He's basically the Riddler, except not the Riddler. And how Batman is incredibly paranoid. And also how there is absolutely no logic in this movie. So, basically, you wanna know what this movie is? This movie is basically DC trying to catch up to Marvel, because it's very obvious with the way how, instead of having a proper Man of Steel 2, they just had Batman vs. Superman, and then throw in Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman is completely useless. You could have written her out of the movie, and you would miss nothing. Literally, nothing would change if she wasn't there. She was clearly there just to set up future movies. And also, Doomsday was pretty messed up too. I mean, literally, just what is wrong with you? Doomsday was a monster created hundreds of thousands of years ago by ancient Kryptonians to be the ultimate destroyer. And then he showed up to Earth later. He wasn't a clone of Lex Luthor and General Zod. And by the way, if that were a thing, it certainly wouldn't equal Doomsday. It would equal a slightly less powerful General Zod. God, DC is just stupid! And also the final battle, that was literally the only good part of the movie, but they tend to screw that up at times. Especially towards the end, where Superman himself tosses the kryptonite spear into Doomsday. Which one? Doomsday is immune to kryptonite. So that shouldn't work. Oh, and also they made Doomsday shoot laser beams from his eyes and create energy explosions. Doomsday is already a threat by himself. He doesn't need any additional powers. And also, Superman didn't need to do that! Literally, Wonder Woman could have tossed the spear at him. In fact, if he really wanted to put the whole, these superheroes were teaming up at the last minute to deal with a common threat, literally, Batman could have thrown a smoke bomb in Doomsday's face, and while he's distracted, Wonder Woman threw the kryptonite spear into his chest. They didn't need Superman to do that! God, this movie is trash! It is awful, and they think they can make a Justice League franchise out of this. And well, first off, speaking of that, the short little cameos of Aquaman and the Flash and Cyborg, once again, they're completely useless. You could have written them out and it would change nothing. And second, why would you go with Aquaman? Aquaman sucks. Aquaman is the worst superhero ever. Aquaman is trash. Aquaman is a piece of trash. And two, the Flash is not played by the same Flash in the TV show. Really? What was the point of the TV show if the Flash from the TV show wasn't even going to be in the movies? Just, this movie makes me so mad. Literally, if I had the time and patience, I would search for every single copy of that movie in history and destroy it with a Big Bang Kamehameha! Even if it did technically take like decades to learn that move, because apparently only Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can pull off that move, so it would take decades for me to do it, but still, I would definitely wait that long just so I can learn the move to destroy every single DVD of that movie imaginable. Literally, just, this movie deserves to be buried and forgotten. DC, fix this crap! People should love Superman because he saved the world and the fact that he's a good guy. He did so much collateral damage. General Zod did the collateral damage, not Superman. And once again, Superman saved the world. So who cares if there was collateral damage? He saved the world. And two, make Batman less paranoid. In fact, make less Batman. Literally, Literally everywhere you go, there's Batman, 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 Batman. There's Batman here, there's Batman there, there's Batman up my anus. Literally, just give Batman a break. Literally, we could go with less Batman. In fact, you know what? You know what? When I heard Gotham was announced, it was my first reaction.